The vision of Kovosvit. In the golden glow of a beautiful Indian summer, Jan stood on the dusty plains of Sezimovo Usti. He was a tycoon with a mind that never rested, looking at the empty landscape. He did not see just dirt and grass. He saw the future of an industry. Starting from scratch was not a burden for him. It was an experience he cherished. He knew that to build something great, one needed more than just money. One needed an unwavering commitment to a dream. Jan met with a local playwright who was curious about the new settlement. "It is essential that he see the plans," Jan told his staff, welcoming the artist. Jan was never stingy with his ideas. He wanted the town to be accessible to everyone. As they sat in a temporary office, Jan offered a polite gesture. "Would you like to have your documents printed?" he asked. He wanted to ensure that every creative mind felt at home in his industrial world. The foreman, Merrick, arrived to discuss the timeline. Jan explained the derivation of the factory's name, Kovosvit, symbolizing the shine of metal. He focused on the workers' well-being, insisting they live healthily in modern houses. "I will have the equipment delivered by next week," Jan promised firmly. He believed that the environment of the factory should be as organized as the machines themselves. The atmosphere grew heavy as the clouds of war gathered over Europe. A military officer, Colonel Petra, visited the site. In the context of the growing weapons industry, the factory's precision was vital. "I demand that they send it immediately," Petra insisted, referring to a shipment of steel. Jan remained calm but firm. "I demand that he be on time," Jan said to his secretary, referring to the supplier. The pressure was high, but Jan's vision remained clear. Deep beneath the construction site, an underground passage connected the various sectors. Merrick worked late into the night, moving through the shadows. He had a specific task to complete before the grand opening. "I had a new computer put together for the calculations," Jan had told him. Merrick carefully moved through the tunnel, collecting heavy mechanical parts to assemble the first prototype machine. Suddenly, a loud groan echoed through the workshop. A machine had stalled, and the smell of ozone filled the air. "It tripped the circuit breaker," Merrick shouted. Jan rushed to the panel. He looked at the mess and asked, "How would you sort it out?" Merrick looked worried, and Jan added, "I need to make a complaint about it to the manufacturer. It is best that you not be there when I speak to them." The next morning brought a new challenge. "He had all documents stolen," Elena, the assistant, whispered. Jan felt a fleeting moment of embarrassment for the lapse in security. The initial reaction from the board was lukewarm, which was bothersome during such a critical phase. However, Jan knew that a tycoon could not afford to dwell on setbacks. He had to act quickly to recover the lost designs. Merrick worked to fix the prototype, finding the balance between mechanical parts. He noticed the screws were too tight, so he had to loosen them. "Remember," Merrick told an apprentice, "if it's too loose it won't work, but if you tighten it too much, it breaks." He grabbed a towel to wipe the grease from his hands. "Nice work," Jan said, giving him a backhanded compliment by adding, "At least it hasn't exploded yet." Merrick used a heavy rope to tow the machine into position. Finally, the first machine roared to life. In business, you can lose or win, and today, they had won. The workers were content, no longer dissatisfied with the delays. During the lunch break, Jan sat with a worker named Vaclav. They shared a simple meal. "You can't beat a free sandwich," Vaclav laughed. The factory was no longer a dream. It was a reality of steel and sweat. As the sun set on another day of the Indian summer, Jan looked at the bustling town. The rapid growth was one of the most remarkable phenomena he had ever seen. Success was finally accessible to the thousands who moved there. "I suggest that we finish now," Jan told his team, looking at the horizon. He knew that while the moment was a fleeting moment in history, the legacy of Kovosvit would last forever.